Hey besties, we're back.
I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Brittany.
Welcome back to Two Moms Unplugged.
Why do you say it like that?
I'm so nervous.
Why?
Because, I don't know, because now we have actual people that listen to us. Isn't that so crazy?
I mean, that's the point.
I know. I feel like it's a good feeling, but at the same time, I just get nervy. I just get so nervy.
Don't. You don't have to be nervous. It's fine.
You know, that's how I've always been.
That's fair. Not me. I don't care. It's fine.
I think the worst part of it is that you had to start work this week.
Why do you say it like that?
Because
I did. It was terrible. I went on Thursday. It sucks because he needed me to go down there to feed him every time, which I figured would kind of happen because it's a new environment for him. But the girls were so good at it. They were so good at letting me know. And then the second day was a lot easier. I had to pump more, which is different because I didn't pump at all with my first kid.
Right.
Because I didn't have to. So this time pumping is, I don't understand how moms exclusively pump for their babies. So I can't do it.
See, that's the thing, right? That's kind of more so what I did. When I had my son, he had some issues latching. He just couldn't get the hang of it really. But and I was kind of fine with that, So I was just I was pumping as much as I could. And it was kind of working out. The issue at hand was the fact that I couldn't really walk very well because after I had my son, my left leg just my sciatic nerve got stuck in my pelvic bone, and so that was a lot of fun. So I had to take physical therapy for that to kind of get back on my feet properly, and so getting back and forth to wash the dishes every here and there to breast pump was kind of annoying.
But isn't that the same as getting up to get the formula or no?
No, because I could just keep the formula. What I would do is I would kind of separate how much water I needed in each bottle and keep the water and the formula next to me at room temp. So that way when he needed it, I would just make the bottle for him.
So it'd be a side table with the ingredients?
Yeah, it was so sad.
I can't do that. I
hated it.
I hate pumping, so I get it. I mean, the second day I would say was easier though. Because I did have to pump a lot, but the girls were so good at taking care of him and getting him to take the bottle that I was actually impressed by that.
Oh, nice.
So thankfully I work with really nice people and they're really good. And they love my children a lot. So I'm very thankful for that. But I honestly don't know how moms do it that don't work at the same place that their kids go.
Right.
I'm lucky that I have that, but a lot of moms don't have that. And I'm just sitting here and I'm pumping and I'm and I feed my kid and I'm I don't know how these people do it.
Right.
I can't do it. I don't know how you left your kid at a daycare.
Honestly, it was really hard. I didn't leave him at a daycare.
Oh yeah, he had a babysitter.
He had a babysitter, yeah. And it was somebody that was very close to, my mom and stuff. So I really kind of trusted that it would be okay, and everything was okay. And then he didn't go really until closer to a year. Honestly, he didn't really have to go to daycare for quite some time. I don't even remember really at what point I enrolled him into daycare finally, but I just know it was because
I think it was when he was
it was over 6 months or
I think it was almost a year. He was 8 or 9 months.
Right.
I remember you saying that you had enrolled him in daycare and you put him in a daycare that was somewhat by the one that my kids go to now.
Right. Right.
And I don't remember because you got a different job or something.
I don't even remember either. I think it's because at the time, it was because it got to a point where I was paying so much money out of pocket.
Oh, right. And you had to drive far too, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you moved.
Right. I moved into my first house. Thank the Lord for a house.
Love that.
And so yeah, I couldn't do all of that. It was $600 a month out of pocket just for an at-home babysitter. And the thing is normally she was paying or she was getting paid a substantial amount, but at the same time barely enough for her to make a living. And so I felt bad taking my son out of her at-home daycare, but at the same time I was
If you can't afford it, then
I couldn't.
You're basically supporting somebody else's life, and you can't support your own.
Right.
I can't do that.
And it was really hard. And like you kind of had the benefit of like
working for my family,
working for your family,
and being able to stay there. Yeah, that was nice for me only because one, my son had somebody to play with all the time, and I got to stay home with him for 2 years. Which again, some moms don't even get to do that at all for a few months. Like most of the time, everybody gets 6 weeks, and I realized that recently when a different mom was talking to me, and she was like, "Yeah, I was only off for about 6 weeks," and I'm like, "Oh, I had 12." Like, I mean, it was an option for me. I guess not everybody has that option, but it's definitely different than staying home for 2 years. But with my first son, I did enjoy it because I got to like play with him every day and be home with him and actually watch him do like his first for everything, like him walking, him crawling, him doing all the things. And like for this one, I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, like we're in the same place, but I'm probably gonna miss that.
Right.
Like, because I know that daycares are like, oh, they're like, they pretend like they didn't have their first steps or their first crawl or whatever sometimes, so that the parents don't feel left out. And like I know that. So for me, I'm just kind of like, I don't want that to happen without me.
Yeah, I definitely get
And I feel like it's going to, but I don't want it to. But thankfully, I am at the same place. But I feel like it's going to be a lot different than my first one.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for that.
Sorry, guys. I think we realized about 9 or 10 minutes in that we were having some technical difficulties.
You can't even say the word.
Girl, that's because I'm stressed. That's because I'm so stressed and I didn't even mean to be. Lord. Anywho.
You're ridiculous.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Be fine.
Anywho, we were discussing
daycare.
We were discussing daycare, yeah. So if you haven't already said, okay, Brittany works at a daycare, and then comes home and is a full-time mom.
It's great. It's great. I deal with other people's children and then mine.
Amen.
I do love it. I don't think that I could do any other job.
I personally, I don't think I could ever do that job. Not that I don't love, my kid, I love my son so much, but then once it gets to like other people's kids, then I feel like I'm lost.
I feel like there's a difference. There's a difference in your children and somebody else's kid for sure. I just think that when you're watching somebody else's kid and like you're kind of helping them grow as well. And I kind of love that. Like I love seeing their changes. I mean, I have 2-year-olds in the room that I'm in. I don't know. They're just fun. Like I think 2-year-olds are fun because they're kind of savages.
Okay.
Honestly, they're savages. They're learning to they talk more. They're trying to learn how to get away with things and what not to get away with.
Right.
And I think that's fun. Like I think the younger they are, the more it's like challenging, but their behaviors are ridiculous.
See, I feel like I have a lot of patience, especially now being a mom, like with my own son. And it's like I have a lot of patience even I feel like with your son at times. Oof, but sometimes, girl.
Okay, he just likes to Hulk smash you. What's wrong with that?
Lord, and I want to Hulk smash his head into a wall sometimes. Girl, my own son as well, and not just her son.
I feel like you should say that. I don't feel like you should say, I want to smash your son. That doesn't sound right.
Bro, I feel like I have a lot of patience for kids, especially now being a mom is where I was going at. I've also I think because I don't want for my son to grow up in a like a family or a household dynamic that I kind of had when I was younger, where not that we were necessarily getting yelled at or whatever, but my parents were very disciplinary into a sense, more so I think to my brothers than to me. But I know that I was kind of an asshole, growing up. And I feel like if I would have just taken it easy on my mom, she wouldn't have been kind of hard on me at times. But, I feel like I don't know. I just want to give my son like a good home life, you know, like a good where he feels comfortable talking to me about his issues or like, you know, and I feel like that's the most important like thing.
Home life.
Home life.
What about school?
I'm nervous. I'm nervous to get him. He's like at an age now where I need to get him enrolled in like preschool, and I've been really thinking about it.
I mean, some daycares offer like a preschool program. Like I know the one that I work at, like they have, like a like the 4-year-old room is like a preschool-ish room. That's what we call like well, the room that he's in now is like a preschool room. They call it preschool. I don't really get that. But anyways, so then there's like a 4-year-old room. They learn a lot of things in there. And like I think that's the age where people decide like, are we gonna send our kids to actual preschool, or are we gonna keep them in the daycare and do that, and then just wait to send them to actual school till they're 5?
See, and the thing is, I never went to preschool growing up.
I didn't either.
24 hours later.
I mean, I actually don't think I went to preschool or anything. I think that all we did was go to the YMCA with my aunt, like I said last time.
Mm-hmm.
But did you? I don't know if you did.
I didn't go to preschool, actually. Honestly, my dad and me kind of like hung out with each other for a really long time, and then
hold on, I didn't know that you hung out with your dad. Is this real?
Yeah, my dad would take care of me in my childhood for like a minute. Honestly, I don't quite remember it 100% because for some reason a lot of my childhood is out of my memory. I can only remember like bits and pieces of my childhood, but yeah, my dad definitely took care of me for like a good
that's crazy.
I think at least a good year. I don't really know. And I also went to like an at-home daycare too. So, and that was like not too far from where me and my family lived. The at-home daycare was like probably a few blocks away.
So your mom worked and your dad didn't?
My dad worked on and off. My dad was like in carpentry and stuff like that. So, so at the time he was just like, you know, summertime they would work, and then wintertime he would have to find other jobs. So yeah.
That's crazy. I actually didn't know that. You didn't tell me that.
I mean, yeah, me and my dad were really close for,
I don't know why I've never known that. Only because I don't think like you and your dad were like super close.
In my teenage years. Yeah.
So I guess in my mind I wasn't even thinking that was a possibility.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy. I don't know. I mean, I don't even think I'm gonna send my son to preschool.
I'm like nervous about sending my son to preschool only because, like again with his behavioral issues right now, like I'm not really sure, like how he'll handle it and stuff. So, I think I'm really just kind of nervous for that because I just, like right now, there are days where he has really good days, and then there are days where he has really rough days, and I'm getting like multiple messages from his teachers and stuff, and I think it just makes me nervous because I just don't want to have one of those days where I end up hearing from the preschool that he wasn't like listening, or he was being mean, or like throwing toys, or like I feel like at the same time though preschool could be good because there's a little bit more,
it's different.
Right. There's
more
structure to it.
I don't know.
And so I feel like that's the only reason why I'm kind of like, maybe we should give it a go. Like the daycare he's at has a good program where he can do like half the day at daycare, half the day at preschool, or like vice versa. A lot of them
do though, because mine, the one I work at, also has that.
Right. But, and like the preschool isn't very far from his daycare where we're at, so that's another good kind of like thing for us, because I know that he'll be in a comfortable setting. It's not too far from where we live, and it's also not too far from where he has to go to daycare. So I think maybe it could be good for him. I think I'm just kind of nervous because I'm trying to still work with his behavior issues. So
I mean, I don't think my son has as many like at school, well, daycare, because he doesn't. He's more emotional than like mean.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? But I guess the other day he did stab a kid in the eye with a fork.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I mean, I don't know where to go with that. I don't know how to be like, it's okay, you don't stab people with forks.
Was it like out of
anger or like emotion, or was it just like an accident?
They kind of didn't really say. It was more like they were eating lunch.
Right.
And I don't know if it was just like he was playing around and he was like, back off my carrot. You know what I'm saying? or if it was like, I don't like you.
Right.
Let me stab you.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, my son punched a teacher in the face not too long ago.
I mean,
so, and that was like, I was at work and I remember them just being like, they started the morning kind of rough. So they informed me about it and they were like, if this continues, you're going to have to come in, and get him. And I was like, for sure. And then
took it to 100.
maybe like an hour later, they were like, yeah, girl.
He just abused us.
He hit one of the teachers in the face. You're going to have to come and pick him up.
Help.
And like, I didn't really get like a whole reasoning behind that. Like what exactly happened, if he was like angry or if like it was an accident or on purpose.
I feel like we don't sometimes know. Like, because there's so many kids in a class.
Right.
And I don't feel like if it was because they were mad or if it was just because they were, like, trying to play.
Right, but if it's against a teacher...
I
mean, like, you would think that...
I've had kids kick me.
Right.
Like, they kick me in my legs. They try to, like smack me, like, with their hands and stuff because they would just get mad. Like, sometimes they don't know how to express certain things or say certain things, so that's all they can do is like hate you.
Yeah.
Which you're like, I can't throw hands.
And I get that. I definitely get that because obviously I know that my son, like even today, our kids were playing with each other all morning and there were times where I had to kind of stop both of them and be like, hey, like,
oh, they're so annoying.
can we not do that? Or like, can we find a better way to do that? Or like, how
like
about we take a moment to kind of be away from each other? Or, I feel like, obviously, our kids are friends and our kids, like to be around each other, but then at the same time, they get really frustrated with each other sometimes. And obviously that's going to happen. I feel like, between both of our kids, we try to keep a structure there.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like they fight because like one of them, like they're like the same, but they're different because like one I feel is more like emotional and one of them is more like aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Like one is like, I have to do this. Like I feel like your son, like if he has his mind on something, he has to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then my son's more like, I want to do it, but I'm gonna cry if I can't do it. He's just very soft. I can't help it. I mean, that's great, but also like, is it great?
He can also be very aggressive sometimes, though.
I mean, just to you. Maybe he gets excited that you're coming because he can beat you up because I don't want him to beat me up. I'm sorry.
I don't want him to beat me up either.
He doesn't hit that hard.
He hits very hard, as a matter of fact.
Oh, well.
He hits hard as hell.
Not me.
Oh my god.
Poor buddy. I keep thinking about that. That's terrible.
I will say one thing that I've been really doing that I think has helped with my son is I got like a behavioral responsibilities chart and I hung it up like in our kitchen and stuff, and it has little magnets and it like kind of gives us, like a day by day responsibilities that my son can kind of take care of.
I feel like my son wouldn't do that. He wouldn't care. I could be like, let's do this, and he'd be like,
yeah.
I don't like that.
See, it gives my son incentive to look forward to putting up, he calls them badges. He like looks forward every day to putting up his little badges on his little board. And then, by the end of the week, then I'm like, cool, if we had a really good week with each other, then you can pick one thing that you can kind of like get as a prize, right? And he loves it. He absolutely loves it. I feel like since I've gotten it,
right,
he's only been better. Obviously it's different in a home setting, but like school wise, which is where I was really having issues with him.
Well, I feel like we can't, like at daycare, like you can't really do things that like parents would do, like obviously. But I just feel like it's also overstimulating for him. Like I feel like he gets overstimulated fast. even like when you guys are over here, like he just, for some reason, like sometimes he just gets overly stimulated and like hyped up, and I'm just like, where does this come from?
I feel like it also comes from just the fact that he's a single child, and like growing up, he's only 3, he's not very old.
Growing up these past
few years, like he's used to being around like my nieces and nephews that are a lot older than him. And so I feel like in settings like that, he doesn't like, it's not disrespectful, and he's not like super crazy. He's crazier just kind of in smaller group settings than he is in larger group settings, I think.
I also feel like it has to do with ages, because I feel like around their age, like they're all kind of like trying to figure things out.
Mm-hmm.
But also they're just like, I want it a certain way. And I do think like being a single child like makes a difference. Like
definitely.
I feel like my son has changed a little bit because he's not an only child.
Yeah, he's very protective.
He's very protective. Get away from my baby.
Right.
I'm like, it's okay. But like I feel like he's like, I knew that he would be a great brother anyway because he was very like loving and he's more sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like, I don't know, he needs to man up a little. I don't know what to do with that. But
that is so funny.
Yeah, that sounds so bad.
No, he's honestly a good kid. He's honestly a good kid.
I mean, to be fair, he used to, help take care of my cousin's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, this is my girl.
Yeah.
You're not gonna mess with her. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Like when she'd be over here and like they'd all play together.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, stop touching her.
Yeah. He is. I have noticed that. Even now when all 3 of them are playing together, sometimes he can be very protective. And like, I think that's a good quality to have though, you know? I feel like my son it's not that he doesn't have that quality, but it's like
not emphasized.
Not emphasized in the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah. But here we go. Are you ready?
Yes. Is this the surprise you had for me?
The phrases.
Wow, we love that.
To build resilient kids.
Give them to me, girl.
I'm not giving you all of them because they're dumb.
What?
I mean, not all of them. Some of them are dumb. I skip over some. Like,
okay.
I read it earlier. Okay. I read it to myself, and I was like, no.
Brittany said I would really love this one. So
okay.
let's see. Shoot.
It's okay to feel upset. Let's talk about it.
Amen.
You say that.
I do. I definitely say that.
We can learn from this.
Okay.
I mean,
I think it's doable.
I feel like that's like specific.
I feel like it's when maybe a little bit older, when they kind of comprehend that more.
Right. You don't have to be perfect to try again.
That's so beautiful.
It is. Mistakes help your brain grow.
Okay. I think another one for when they're a little older.
I know this is hard, but you can do hard things. I feel like that's true because, like, I feel like going to the bathroom, like them potty training or something like that, like, they feel like I can't do it, and you're just like, yes, you can, like, just go.
Right.
Like, just
but without saying it like that.
I mean, yeah, but, you know. See, this is why I can't do these phrases.
Right.
Like, this is not for me.
Well, it doesn't have to be, like, verbatim.
I mean, yeah. Let's take a deep breath and figure this out together.
Oh, 100% I've said that to my son.
Yeah, I feel like you have. Excuse me. Let me think. Well, I like this one. You are the more than the moment or the mistake.
That's so cute.
Again, I feel like that would be older, but I like it.
Right. Definitely. Some of these phrases I feel like are definitely better to use when they're a little bit older.
It's brave to ask for help, which is good because I feel like daycare, school, like whatever, if they need help, to just say it instead of like acting out. Like I feel like that's a good one. What should we try differently next time?
Okay. Yeah. I feel like in some circumstances I could see that, but again, maybe when they're a little bit older. Like
I don't know. It doesn't really say an age range on this. It literally just said I looked it up one day and I was like, oh, that sounds good. I'm gonna save that.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's okay to rest and try again.
Okay. I feel like I've definitely I feel like that's kind of what I did today with my son. Like he was getting a little bit too handsy at a moment. I think that he was getting really frustrated because he was sleepy, and I was like, you know what? How about we just rest? How about you just come and sit with me, come lay down for a little bit,
right?
Take a nap,
He was tired.
And then we can just do this again once
he sure fell asleep fast.
Oh, girl, he fell asleep because he was so tired. I knew he was so tired. I knew he was.
He was tired. Okay, my last one.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in your ability to figure things out.
Oh, girl, I'll be telling myself that.
Oh.
I'll be telling myself that. Oh, Lord.
It's for you, not even your child.
That one's for me.
It's for you.
That one's for me at mom.
Oh, God, don't hashtag. You know, it's fine.
Oh, Lord.
I feel like I should get a punching bag for them.
I think we had that one.
Yeah, that one, but that one sucked, and you had to fill it with water.
Yeah, so she had a punching bag type thing, and like it was balanced on the ground with water, and it immediately popped. It was done for.
No, I don't think it immediately popped. I think they were like trying to open it, and then it like got water all over my floor, and then I was mad.
Right.
But it
would have been smarter to put sand or something.
No,
maybe not. Well, you can vacuum sand.
Water dries. I don't want sand. This isn't a beach. We're not in Florida. Good God. Just have sand in it. Could you imagine? They would just like drag it along my carpet and
they would love
sand.
that.
We could just put shells in it too. Why don't we just do that? Or we could put
at
fish
home
in
beach.
the water.
Why not?
Ew. Oh, we could do that at your house. What do you
mean?
My
house is crazy.
Why? You have an outside thing?
I do have an outside. Oh crap! You're right.
We could get like a. They have a thing for that. They have like a. I don't know. They used to have like a turtle sandbox.
I think I have like a kid's pool in my
Okay,
shed.
you need a bigger one because I want to sit in it.
Oh.
What? We talked
to put sand in it?
No! I mean like for the pool. For the actual pool.
What the fuck was that?
No!
Oh my God. What accent is that?
This one. I don't know. It's better than your country, and you were like, and then the farms and the pigs.
You don't want to be a little country bumpkin?
I do. I sure do. I love me some cows. But what I'm saying is about this pool, like, no. Is it a hard one?
I think it's a hard one. That's why I said we could put sand in it, because I feel
okay, but
then they can have a little at-home beach, girl.
You gotta have water.
And we could get water. We can get some water. You want to get some water?
Just say water. It's okay. No, but you can fill it with sand, and we can just get like these shells. Go to the store, buy some shells. We don't got no good beaches.
The fact that we can just go to the store and buy shells is
that's
so
embarrassing.
Funny.
That's because we're not in Florida.
Oh my!
We can
Lord.
go there, get some shells, put it in the sand.
Amen.
Get a pool. It's gonna be ghetto, but it's fine.
They would have the best time. They don't give a fuck.
I would love it. And then we can get an umbrella and
Amen.
2 chairs.
Amen.
We can sit there.
Right.
It's better than slip and slide.
You know how long I've been wanting to do that?
And
now they're at an age where...
I feel like they still might run away, but it's fine.
I don't think they'll run away.
I also hate that splash pad by your house.
Why? Oh my God, it's so nice.
No.
I
don't like it.
I think it's okay. My son has so much fun going over there in the summertime. Like, don't be a hater, okay?
I'm not. I don't think I want to sit there and watch them do that, personally.
I don't mind it.
I think parks give me, like, anxiety because I'm like, I've watched too many things where, like, people take kids from parks.
I guess that's fair.
And it's like, I think now that I have 2 children that I'm like, because I have to, like, you know, one's smaller than the other, that I have to, like, hold one right now, and then the other one just runs around, and I'm like, I can't get up fast enough.
Wait till they both are running around.
Don't do that to me.
I'm so sorry.
That'll be like next summer, though.
I know. Oh, fuck. You're right.
Because he'll be about a year old after Christmas.
Why do babies have to grow?
So you don't have to carry them around, and then they can go get your drink for you. Because I'm like, here, son, go get. Anyways, yeah. Well, you had Hulk hands one time.
I'm who put you onto Hulk hands.
Yeah,
I'm who put you onto Hulk hands.
Well, your mom.
Okay. chill.
Okay, well, you said you can't even say that you did it because your mom got them.
I mean, obviously, you can thank my mom for getting us the Hulk hands. It was very kind of her.
Thank you so much.
But I'm who put you onto the Hulk hands.
I mean,
here because for some reason children love to get beat up.
I don't think you can say that. How did you find that one out? You were beating them up one day? Okay.
Pillow fights.
Okay.
Oh my god. Pillow fights. 100%. Kids love pillow fights. I don't know what it is. They get so excited at like...
Have you ever done one?
Yes, I did one with your son and my son.
No, but I mean with like another adult.
No. I don't think I have. I think maybe when I was like a teenager, but no,
who did
not
you have
with an adult.
Fight with like who?
Like my cousins and shit.
Oh, I don't think me and my cousins did that.
Or even you. I feel like me and you have had pillow fights in the past.
Maybe
like jokingly, and then like it was fun,
and then like you punched me or something.
I don't think I've ever punched you.
I feel like
you've punched me.
No, I punched Buddy.
Oh no, poor Buddy.
I'm so sorry. Buddy,
oh no,
if you're hearing this. Oh wait, he can't hear. He's blind and deaf.
If anyone's wondering,
oh yeah, it's not a person.
Buddy was one of her dogs.
He's still alive?
Yes, but he's not in your care. He's in your mom's care. To be fair, so
well, he is my mom's dog.
He is your mom's dog. But one night, when we were teeny boppers...
You can't tell this. This is terrible.
I don't remember what it was.
Red flag. You can't.
But, like, I think me and Brittany were, like, arguing or something, and she went to punch me, and she accidentally punched Buddy.
You can't tell people that. I feel like, no.
You've already admitted to it.
Okay, but on accident. I did it. Hold on. Let me... Disclaimer here. She was being annoying. And we were going to bed.
Oh,
and
man.
The dogs used to sleep in my bed.
Yeah, it was a complete accident.
And I thought I was punching her, and I hit the dog's head. But he was fine.
He was fine. It wasn't hard.
I mean,
it was just like, it was just concerning a little bit.
I mean, he's fine. He's, he's still living.
Poor Buddy. He's an old man now.
He's fine.
He really is an old man.
Yeah, that's okay.
He's an old man. I don't even know, like, how old is he?
17?
Oh my God.
16, 17, 18? I don't know.
That's literally decrepit in dog years.
107. How old is that?
I don't know. I can't do that mental math.
Maybe if I would have done it with Hulk hands, it wouldn't have hurt him.
Honestly.
Why did we never buy those as teenagers?
Honestly, I played with Hulk hands when I was a little girl.
Absolutely not.
Except for not the foam kind.
They were hard?
They were like harder. Yeah.
Ooh,
they were a lot bulkier than how they make them these days.
They've learned. They were like, that's child abuse.
No, they didn't hurt at all. They were just a lot bigger. They were a lot bulkier and a lot kind of more like
actual Hulk.
Yeah.
These are big though.
The ones that you have are big. The ones that I have are soft, like pillows. They feel great.
I mean, those don't hurt though, unless
no, they don't.
Does it to you,
man?
Your son for blood.
Your son really be coming for my life. I'm kind of terrified of him sometimes.
Good. You should be terrified. He scares me.
He is scary. He's intimidating.
I mean, listen. I just know he's going to be very protective of his brother. Then,
honestly,
I'm not worried. Or they'll fight each other.
Honestly. Props to y'all because I feel like my son is very different. He like wants to be friends with everybody. He's very much like me. Very much like me. And your son is very much like you. So I get it.
I don't like people. Stay away.
That's so crazy.
What? Stay away. See, that's why this is good because stay away.
Yeah, no. When I was little, I wanted to be friends with everybody. Everybody was my friend. My mom kind of hated it because she was like, Jasmine. Yeah.
He does do that.
I do the same. Yeah.
Like that guy in the park.
Oh my gosh. We went to the park not too long ago and my son went up to a family and just was like asking for them to pick him up and put him in the swing.
And they did.
And the dude just did it.
I was like,
and I was like, oh my gosh, like you can't just go up to people. The dude was really nice though.
That's how you do it. Daddies are us.
Mm-hmm.
I had to mention it. That was for you.
I do not shop there.
Nobody does.
I do not shop there.
No, I feel like that's where the ones that go after the fact. You don't want them, so that's where
right.
They go. Like,
okay.
Daddies R Us, like,
right.
Like, you know,
like
return.
used.
No, don't say that. We use this one. You can have.
What recycled fathers?
Oh, I would never say that. You're what? Okay, I did not expect you to do all that. Recycled dads is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, yours is wild. You've shopped there.
Who?
I mean, I guess I did too.
That's crazy. We're not going to discuss that today.
No,
That's in a whole other episode, I fear.
We're going to talk about that for real.
We
gotta do dating because I don't do that.
Oh, I do that.
That's gonna be a good one for you.
I definitely do that. Oh my gosh.
I can't.
Yeah, guys, if you have any open comments to make, leave comments in the comment section of our Facebook or our Spotify. We would love to hear
what you want,
your input, and what you guys want to hear next. We've got a lot of topics, that's for sure.
You're ridiculous. I can't.
No, I think it'd be so much fun.
Can't. Anyways, don't say sorry. Don't apologize.
I'm not apologizing for anything.
You did last time.
Did I? Oh.
You said, I'm sorry, this is chaotic. Okay? They know what they signed up for.
They did indeed sign up for chaos.
It does say shit show.
Whoo!
And then, you know, it's in the name, basically.
Amen. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this episode.
It's long.
I think this is going to be a little bit longer than our first one, so I really hope that you guys kind of like listening. And
Alani, sponsor me. I've been waiting the whole time. It's so good.
I unfortunately can't have energy drinks anymore. So if Alani sponsors Brittany, that'd be really great. But
please.
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass that over.
Pink
to
slush
her.
only. Thank you.
But yeah, we'll see you guys next week, right, Brittany?
Ditto. That's my new thing.
Amen. We love
this
that.
This is where the music should have came in.
It's okay. We got this.
Bye.